Have you ever wondered why seemingly unrelated events might be connected? Or why experts sometimes seem to have their own best interests at heart, rather than yours? Welcome to the world of Freakonomics, where economics isn't just about money, but about the hidden motives behind every decision we make. Imagine a world where you're constantly surrounded by invisible forces, nudging you in certain directions. These forces aren't mystical or supernatural, they're incentives. And they shape almost every choice you make, from the mundane to the life-changing. Let's start with a simple example. Remember when you were a kid, and your parents promised you a treat if you finished your homework? That's an incentive. Or when your boss offers a bonus if you hit a certain target. Again, an incentive. But incentives aren't always about rewards. Sometimes, they're about avoiding punishments or negative outcomes. Think of a speeding ticket or the threat of being grounded. Stephen Levitt and Stephen Dubner, the brilliant minds behind Freakonomics, categorize these incentives into three main types. Economic incentives are the most straightforward, involving tangible gains or losses, often related to money or time. Consider the impact of discounts, bonuses, or fines. On the other hand, social incentives revolve around our position in society. Our actions are often driven by the desire to be accepted and respected by our peers, leading us to either embrace or avoid certain behaviors to fit in or differentiate ourselves. Lastly, there are moral incentives, which resonate with our inner compass of right and wrong. These incentives guide us to act in a certain way because it feels like the right thing to do or to steer clear of actions we deem wrong. But here's where things get interesting. Sometimes, the incentives that drive us aren't always in our best interest. Enter the world of information asymmetry. Imagine you're selling your house. Naturally, you'd want the best price possible. But does your real estate agent want the same? At first glance, it seems so. After all, they earn a commission based on the sale price. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find that sometimes it's more profitable for them to sell quickly rather than hold out for a higher price. They might know something you don't, and they might use that knowledge to their advantage. This is information asymmetry in action. But Freakonomics doesn't stop there. It delves into the tricky territory of causation versus correlation. Just because two events happen at the same time doesn't mean one caused the other. It's a common mistake we all make. For instance, if a politician spends a lot on a campaign and wins, did the money cause the victory? Or was there another factor at play? Maybe the candidate was charismatic, or the opponent was unpopular. Money might correlate with winning, but it doesn't necessarily cause it. This brings us to one of the most intriguing aspects of Freakonomics, the hidden side of everything. Levitt and Dubner challenge us to look beyond the obvious, to question conventional wisdom, and to see the world in a new light. They show us that by understanding incentives, by recognizing information asymmetries, and by distinguishing between correlation and causation, we can make better decisions in every aspect of our lives. So, the next time you're faced with a choice, whether it's as simple as buying a product or as complex as choosing a career, ask yourself, what are the incentives at play? Who has more information? And am I confusing correlation with causation? Freakonomics isn't just a book about economics. It's a guide to thinking differently, to seeing the world with fresh eyes, and to understanding the hidden forces that shape our lives. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel for more.